The Komodo dragon is one of the most fascinating creatures on our planet. With its imposing appearance and intriguing behavior, it captures the imagination of everyone who encounters it. This giant lizard, native to a few islands in Indonesia, is the largest living lizard in the world, reaching lengths of up to 3 meters and weighing over 70 kilograms. Just imagine coming face to face with one of these titans of nature in its natural habitat. Its muscular body, covered in rough scales that range from shades of green to brown and yellow, makes it a true chameleon of the environment, blending perfectly into the landscape around it. Now, you might be wondering how such a large reptile has become such an effective predator. The secret lies in its incredible hunting ability. The Komodo dragon is carnivorous and has a voracious appetite. Its diet includes a variety of prey, from deer to birds and even carcasses of dead animals. But don't be fooled, it's not just a passive eater, it's a clever and skilled hunter. One of the most impressive hunting methods of the Komodo dragon is its ability to ambush. It hides among the vegetation and patiently waits for its prey, which is often unsuspecting. As soon as an opportunity arises, it lunges in a swift attack. And it doesn't end there, as its bite is loaded with bacteria that can cause devastating infections. That's right. The saliva of the Komodo dragon is teeming with bacteria that, when infecting its prey, gradually weaken them. It's an ingenious hunting strategy that allows it to take down even the largest animals. Additionally, Komodo dragons are known for their ability to move silently, becoming stealthy predators in their environment. But have you ever stopped to think about what happens after the capture? The prey doesn't simply stop, it still has a chance to escape. And this is where the bacterial saliva becomes crucial. After the bite, the prey may run, but the infection takes time to set in, allowing the dragon to wait patiently until its victim becomes vulnerable. This strategy makes it one of nature's most feared hunters. However, the life of the Komodo dragon isn't just about hunting. These reptiles have surprisingly social behavior. While they are solitary most of the time, they also gather in areas where food is abundant. It's fascinating to see how they communicate, using visual and olfactory signals. They may even display to each other, showcasing their claws and teeth as a way to establish dominance. Furthermore, interactions between dragons of different ages reveal much about their social dynamics. Young dragons, for example, tend to be more agile and playful, while adults show a more serious demeanor focused on survival. Now let's talk about reproduction. Mating season occurs between May and August. During this period, males engage in impressive battles to win over females. These fights can be fierce, with males pushing and biting each other, trying to prove their strength and endurance. After mating, the female can lay up to 30 eggs, which are incubated in nests made of leaves and soil. This parental care is one of the rare occasions when Komodo dragons show a more affectionate side. Females protect their eggs, and after about 3 months, the hatchlings emerge, ready to face a world full of challenges. However, this new generation faces many dangers. Komodo hatchlings must be extremely cautious, as they are vulnerable to predators, including adults. For this reason, many of them climb trees right after hatching, where they remain safe until they grow large enough to confront the challenges on the ground. Did you know that Komodo dragons have a fairly long lifespan? They can live up to 30 years in the wild. It's impressive, considering the many challenges they face daily. Even after reaching adulthood, these lizards continue to be skilled hunters, keeping their skills sharp throughout their lives. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Komodo dragon is its ecological importance. As apex predators, they play a crucial role in maintaining the balance of the ecosystem. By controlling the population of other species, they help preserve biodiversity on the islands they inhabit. The presence of these dragons is an indicator of environmental health, which is why their conservation is critical. Unfortunately, the Komodo dragon faces significant threats. Habitat loss, hunting, and climate change are endangering this species. The Komodo dragon is classified as vulnerable by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. Fortunately, conservation efforts are underway to protect these majestic reptiles and their habitats. Local authorities and conservation organizations are working hard to ensure that the Komodo dragon continues to thrive in its natural environment. They are promoting education and awareness about the importance of this reptile and its role in nature. Additionally, protected areas have been established, ensuring that Komodo dragons have space to live and reproduce without human interference. Did you know that these lizards have an incredible ability to regulate their body temperature? As cold-blooded animals, they rely on environmental heat to stay active. During the day, they often bask in the sun, and at night, they seek refuge in burrows or under the shade of trees. This adaptation allows them to maintain their energy and survive in harsh conditions. Moreover, the skin of Komodo dragons is covered in a series of hard scales that protect their bodies from predators and injuries. Each scale is composed of a protein called keratin, which is also found in our hair and nails. This feature gives the Komodo dragon a natural armor, allowing it to navigate its environment without fear of injury. The Komodo dragon is a marvel of nature, and over the years, it has fascinated scientists, biologists, and wildlife enthusiasts. Every aspect of its life is astounding, from its hunting skills to its ecological significance. If you are as intrigued as we are, continue with us on this adventure to learn even more about these incredible beings and how we can help preserve them for future generations. The beauty and complexity of the Komodo dragon serve as a powerful reminder of the rich biodiversity our planet harbors and the importance of protecting it. So stay tuned and explore with us the wonderful world of Komodo dragons and how we can ensure their survival for many years to come.
Have you ever stopped to think about what it would be like to encounter a creature that seems to have come from another era? Something that appears to have crossed time and space, unhurried, adapting to the changes around it. Today, we're going to talk about one of the oldest and most fascinating beings on the planet, the lizard. Get ready, because by the end of this video, you'll see these animals in a completely new way. Lizards are everywhere, forests, deserts, gardens. But how many times have you stopped to observe one up close? Don't let their size or simple appearance fool you. These reptiles are true survivors. But how do they manage to thrive in such different environments? Let's find out. Imagine a scorching hot day. For many animals, the heat would be unbearable. But for the lizard, it's the perfect opportunity. With its unique ability to regulate its body temperature, it can conserve energy and still escape predators. And that's not all. Some species are true chameleons. And no, I'm not talking about changing colors, but about quickly adapting to what the environment offers. Want an example? In some deserts, lizards can bury themselves in the sand to escape extreme heat. They literally become one with their surroundings. Impressive, right? And when we talk about defense, lizards are masters of tricks. Imagine being chased by a predator and suddenly, its tail drops off. That's right. Many lizards have the incredible ability to shed their tail to escape enemies. And the most curious part? It keeps moving, distracting the predator while the lizard flees to safety. And did you know the tail grows back? An incredible example of regenerative power. It sounds like science fiction, but nature has been doing this for millions of years. But don't think all lizards are the same. There are species with such unique traits they seem like characters from a fantasy novel. Did you know there's a lizard that can run on water? It's called the basilisk lizard. And how does it do that? Well, let's just say its hind legs are specially adapted to slap the water with force and speed, creating the effect of walking on water. We also have the frill-necked lizard, which when threatened, opens a large frill of skin around its neck to appear bigger and scare off predators. A true stage-worthy performance. Now here's a fun fact you might not know. Many lizards can go without eating for weeks. They can store energy so efficiently that they can survive in extreme conditions of scarcity. If that's not a true lesson in resilience, I don't know what is. So next time you see a lizard crossing your path, remember, it carries millions of years of evolution. Adaptability, resilience, and incredible defensive skills are just a few things that make it a natural-born survivor. A small time traveler that continues to fascinate us with its simplicity and efficiency. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more amazing animal facts. See you next time.
Snakes are one of the most mysterious and fascinating animals on the planet, and today we're going to explore all the secrets of these incredible creatures. Did you know that snakes can live in practically every corner of the world, except in extremely cold places? They are extremely adaptable and have the ability to survive in arid deserts, dense forests, swamps, and even urban areas. This adaptability is one of the main reasons why snakes have thrived for millions of years, practically without changing their basic form. But what makes these animals so special? Stay with us and discover things you probably never imagined about snakes. The way snakes move is, in itself, almost magical. Without legs, arms, or fins, they glide so gracefully and efficiently that it almost looks like a dance. This is possible because of the extremely developed muscles that run throughout their bodies, allowing them to propel themselves along the ground or through tree branches. Their skin is covered with scales that aid in movement, and interestingly, this same skin is shed several times throughout their lives. This skin shedding, called ecdysis, not only allows for growth but also helps them get rid of parasites and maintain a healthy appearance. Speaking of skin, let's talk a bit about the patterns and colors of snakes. These patterns aren't just beautiful, they are essential for survival. Some snakes have vibrant colors that act as a warning to predators, indicating that they are venomous and should be avoided. Others have patterns that help them camouflage perfectly into their environment, making them almost invisible. Imagine an emerald green snake coiled on tree branches, blending in with the surrounding leaves. This ability to disappear into the environment is one of the most important tools for capturing prey and avoiding predators. Now, you might be wondering, what about the venom? Venom is one of the most intriguing and, at the same time, feared features of snakes. Not all snakes are venomous, but those that are use it both for defense and to hunt their prey. Venom is a powerful mix of toxins that can immobilize and begin to digest the prey even before it is swallowed. The most interesting thing is that each species of snake has a specific type of venom, adapted to the type of prey it hunts. Some have neurotoxic venoms, which affect the nervous system, while others have hemotoxic venoms, which destroy tissues and blood cells. But snakes do not rely solely on venom to hunt. Snakes like boas and pythons, for example, are constrictors. They wrap around their prey and squeeze until it can no longer breathe. It may seem cruel, but this is their natural way of feeding, and, in a way, it's a quick and efficient death. Additionally, the way snakes can swallow prey much larger than their own head is something that defies our imagination. They have elastic ligaments in their jaws that allow them to open their mouths at incredible angles, swallowing their prey whole. Such a meal can last for days or even weeks, depending on the size of the prey and the species of snake. Snakes also have fascinating senses that help them survive. The vision of many snakes is not very good, but they make up for this with extraordinary sensitivity to vibrations. They can sense the slightest movement around them, which helps them identify both prey and predators. In addition, snakes have a forked tongue that is used to smell the environment. By picking up particles from the air with their tongue and taking them to the Jacobson's organ, located on the roof of the mouth, they can identify smells and track prey with impressive precision. Another interesting fact is the behavior of some snakes during reproduction. Many species have quite curious mating rituals, such as the famous snake knot, where several males coil around a single female, competing for a chance to mate. This behavior may seem strange, but it is yet another example of the complexity of the animal world and the constant struggle for survival and perpetuation of the species. Often, snakes are seen as villains, but it is important to remember that they play a fundamental role in nature. They help control the population of rodents, which can damage crops and transmit diseases. By maintaining balance in the ecosystem, snakes ensure that other species can thrive. In many parts of the world, the absence of snakes would result in an explosion in the number of rodents, leading to serious ecological and economic problems. Even so, the relationship between humans and snakes has always been complicated. Many cultures have myths and legends about snakes, some revering them as sacred beings, while others see them as symbols of evil. This duality reflects the mixture of fear and fascination we feel for these animals. In reality, snakes prefer to avoid contact with humans, and most of the time, they only attack when they feel threatened. That's why it's important to respect their space and remember that, like any other animal, snakes are just trying to survive. One of the most well-known and feared snakes is the cobra, famous for its ability to expand its neck and form a hood when it feels threatened. This behavior is a clear warning: stay away. The cobra is a perfect example of how snakes have evolved to defend themselves from predators. It prefers to scare away rather than attack, and its venom is potent enough to kill large animals, even humans. But on the other hand, cobra venom, like that of other snakes, has been used in medicine to develop life-saving drugs. It seems ironic, but what can be deadly can also be the cure. Sea snakes are another fascinating group worth mentioning. They are some of the most venomous creatures in the ocean, but interestingly, they are much less aggressive than their land-based relatives. They live in marine environments and feed mainly on fish. Despite their powerful venom, attacks on humans are extremely rare. In fact, these snakes are so well adapted to the aquatic environment that many of them have lost the ability to move on land. To conclude, it is important to remember that snakes are an essential part of our world, and although they may cause fear in many people, they are incredible creatures, full of abilities and secrets that we are still discovering. The next time you hear about a snake or perhaps encounter one, I hope you remember this video and see these animals with a different perspective. They are more than villains in movies or creatures to be feared. They are true wonders of nature that play a vital role in the health of our ecosystems. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends so more people can learn about the fascinating world of snakes. See you next time.
Have you ever wondered what makes the wolf one of the most fascinating creatures in nature? These silent and intelligent predators have always been present in legends, myths, and cultures around the world. In today's video, we're diving into the world of the wolf to discover what makes this animal such an imposing and enigmatic figure. Stick with me until the end and get ready to learn more about this incredible forest hunter. Wolves are extremely social animals, living in groups called packs. These groups are led by an alpha pair, who command and organize the group's life in a surprisingly structured way. Contrary to what many people think, life in the pack isn't just about hunting and survival, but also about collaboration and caring for one another. The wolf has sharp intelligence and an impressive ability to plan group hunts. They communicate using a combination of howls, facial expressions, and even body language, creating a true network of collaboration that helps them survive in the harshest conditions. Now, let's talk about one of the wolf's most iconic traits: the howl. Have you ever heard a wolf howl? This eerie, mysterious sound serves a much bigger purpose than just putting on a show in the forest. The howl is a powerful form of communication that can be heard miles away. Wolves howl to locate pack members, mark territory, and even to organize hunts. But more than that, the howl also strengthens the bond among the pack, almost like a call of unity to remind them that, even over long distances, they are connected. Wolves are incredibly adaptable hunters. Their prey varies depending on the environment, ranging from small rodents to large animals like moose. Their group hunting strategy is what makes them so effective. Unlike big cats, which rely on stealthy attacks, wolves prefer to wear down their prey, using the group's endurance to surround and exhaust the animal. And here's a fun fact: wolves are tireless runners. They can cover up to 20 kilometers a day in search of food, constantly adjusting their strategy depending on the terrain and weather. In addition to being great hunters, wolves have a significant role in cultures around the world. They are often associated with mystical forces, seen as both protectors and symbols of danger. In Norse mythology, for example, the wolf Fenrir is one of the most feared characters, while to Native Americans, the wolf represents wisdom and protection. But why does this animal stir so much emotion? Maybe it's because the wolf, while being a predator, is also a symbol of freedom, strength, and resilience. Their ability to survive in various environments, adapt, and protect their own makes them a figure that is both admired and respected. And so, the wolf continues to be one of the most fascinating animals in the wild. Their intelligence, hunting skills, and strong social structure make them far more than just predators. They are a vital part of the ecosystem and a symbol of strength and freedom in cultures across the globe. If you enjoyed learning a bit more about wolves, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more content about the animal world. See you next time, and remember, there's always something new to discover in nature.
Have you ever imagined what it would be like to live in the treetops, jumping from branch to branch with an agility that even challenges the best human athletes? Today, we're going to explore the fascinating world of monkeys. These amazing animals have far more secrets than you can imagine. And I bet by the end of this video, you'll be surprised at what they are capable of doing. Stay with me, because we're going to uncover a side of monkeys that few people know. There are more than 260 species of monkeys spread around the world. Each one is unique, with characteristics that seem straight out of a fiction movie. For example, did you know that proboscis monkeys found in Borneo have such large noses that they almost seem like a joke of nature? But the most interesting part is that this nose is a sign of status within the group. The bigger the nose, the more attractive the monkey is to the females. And this is just the beginning of the peculiarities. Monkeys are known for being extremely intelligent, but did you know that they are capable of using tools in surprising ways? Recently, researchers observed capuchin monkeys using stones to crack open nuts and even sharpen objects. Just imagine, they practically invented their own Swiss Army knife. This behavior makes us reflect on how closely these animals' intelligence comes to our own. What else could they be capable of? And when it comes to social life, monkeys are masters at living in groups. They have a very complex social organization, with rules that ensure the survival and well-being of the entire community. However, not everything is rosy. In some species, the fight for power is constant. Have you heard of baboons? They have real political battles to decide who will be the group's leader. And do you think we humans are the only ones with leadership issues? But wait, have you ever stopped to think about how monkeys communicate? This part is so fascinating that it could completely change the way you see these animals. Keep watching, because what I'm about to tell you is incredible. Monkeys communicate in ways that go far beyond the sounds they make. They use facial expressions, gestures, and even touch to convey messages. The woolly monkey, for example, uses facial expressions that can mean anything from a friendly invitation to a warning of danger. And the most amazing part? Researchers have discovered that some species of monkeys have different dialects, depending on the region they live in. Imagine that. It's as if each group had its own accent. There is something special about the relationship between monkeys and humans. Perhaps that's why we identify so much with them. Some monkeys, like chimpanzees and bonobos, share up to 98% of our DNA. This often makes their behaviors eerily similar to ours. Have you ever wondered why, when a monkey is sad, it isolates itself or seeks the comfort of a companion? Sounds familiar, doesn't it? These emotional bonds show how connected we are to these fascinating animals. And now, before we wrap up, I'm going to leave you with a curiosity that will blow your mind. Did you know that some monkeys have the ability to recognize themselves in a mirror? This is a sign of self-awareness, something that very few animals in the world can do. Incredible, isn't it? Monkeys are much more than just jumpy creatures we see in zoos or documentaries. They are complex, intelligent, and exciting beings. Each species has its particularities, each group has its rules, and each individual has its emotions. I hope this video has sparked your curiosity to learn more about these amazing beings. If you liked it, don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating videos about the animal world. And tell me here in the comments, which of these monkey curiosities surprised you the most? I'd love to know.